Huber in the morning on 100.7 The Bay.
Apple introduces the iPod, an MP3 player that can hold up to 1,000 songs, making digital music portable. Most users fill their devices with songs ripped from their CD collections or downloaded from file-sharing sites like Napster. I was one of those folks as well. I was big into the iPod. I loved it when it first came out. Man, we all had all those accessories and stuff, too, for those iPods. I had the thing that you could play the radio through it. I had, how many cassette adapters or the little FM, you know what I mean, where you could tune it to like 88.6, or not 6, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And try to, find a staticky station to play it through your car. The countless numbers of headphones that I washed, and they looked like curly cues, like pigtails after I pulled them out of the dryer like an idiot. I loved it. The first one I had was, it had like a blue background light, and it had like the 4 buttons across the top, and then the little wheel was like a touch wheel. It wasn't the physical moving wheel. That was the first one I got. And at the time, I was driving a Volkswagen, and their Volkswagens backlit stuff was the same blue, and I thought it was the coolest thing in the world at night. Like that, the iPad matched the dash colors of the Volkswagen that I was driving. That thing changed the game, and I was a little bummed because I was a huge mixtape dude or burn CD guy.
Right.
And then I started making playlists, which was great, and I to this day still do. But I couldn't, with the iPod, I couldn't just give it to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would end up burning them onto CD. And then when you got the MP3 CD, that was another step up, because then you could put like 100 songs on a CD.
Is the mixtape how you got married the first time?
No. That was a non-musical situation.
She just loved you for you.
Oh, God. I guess so.
Now, you've seen a lot of the evolution of music and taking in, the different types of media. Is the iPod your favorite? Where does the iPod rank with CDs, cassettes, records?
I want to be cool and say that, listening to a record is the coolest way, and it is if you have the time to sit down and listen to an album, but I don't. So, yes, I love the convenience factor. I love that it doesn't skip. I love that the batteries last forever. I love that I can make a playlist. I love that you can drop the thing off the 4th floor, window, and it still rock and rolls. Like, it was a great thing. And then there was the point where when the iPhone came out, I kept my iPod because I didn't want to kill my battery for my phone listening to music, especially like on an airplane or in travel or something. Yeah. I rocked the iPod way deep into the iPhone's existence.
I did as well.
I think I only got rid of my iPod once I got like my 2nd or 3rd phone, because I just blanked it out and then basically turned it into an iPod. You know what I'm saying? I kept the old phone, and then it just became my iPod, and then that was that. But it was revolutionary, and I loved it. I still do, because my phone is just now my iPod.
Well, where you're at now in life, to circle back to like you loving records, like you can't have 2 little kids running around a record player. Could you imagine just like whacking just across the record?
So my 7-year-old, his birthday's in April, and a year ago I bought him a record, and I was going to give it to him for his birthday, and during that birthday party I watched him just destroy a bunch of toys that he had gotten. And I was like, well, we'll save it till Christmas. And then that Christmas came and went, and I was like, maybe next year's birthday. So I still have his first record in a box waiting to give it to him. He loves the band Royal Blood. I don't know why. I'm proud that he does. I love it. And they came out with a record that has, when you look down on it while it spins, like it does, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
The optical illusions or whatever things happen on the record. And I thought he would think that was cool, because I do. So I'm waiting to give that to him. But in the meantime, he is already getting into the playlist game. We have a playlist or two that I keep in the phone, and when we're in the car together, if a song or two plays and it's not from his playlist, I get talking to.
Don't pass your OCD, ADHD stuff off to your children.
We got to make a fall one now, but we had one called Summer Boys. That was a summer playlist I made for the boys.
Those better be Z's.
You know they were. B-O-Y. Z Summer Boys. And if Summer Boys isn't playing when we get in the car after a song or two, I get in trouble.
What?
And he does it in such a slick way. He's like, hey, Dad, This doesn't sound like it's on Summer Boy. I get so proud, Nappy.
I need at least one song off the Summer Boys, and then we got to give a year.
Summer Boys starts with the new Jack Black classic from the Super Mario Brothers film entitled Peaches, 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 Peaches. And we sing along to it. And he was into it for a while, then I got really into it, and now he's embarrassed when I sing it. So then I go into it even harder just to really go, Dad! I got a lot of those. All right, I do know that I would have known this even without the one before it. It is the year of our Lord 2001.
Mr. Randy Watson on a Monday.
Come on, Randy, talk to me, Goose. Here we go.
I want you to put your hands together.
Put them together.
And welcome him to the
Welcome
stage.
into the
Big round of
stage.
applause for Jackson Heights' own
Miss Randy Watson.
Yes.
Yeah. Woo!